Happy Wisdom Wednesday, everyone. So this week's book of the week is actually one that's been published recently by Yasmeen Turayhi. Yasmeen is actually a friend of mine, and she wrote this book called Product Marketing Debunked. She's a great product marketer. She's worked for a wide variety of companies and mentored quite a lot of startups. So I was actually quite interested to get the book. To be perfectly honest with you, I really don't like a lot of the marketing books that have been published in the last 5 to 10 years. The main reason why is it's not that they don't have value in them, it's the fact that they're full of a lot of fluff and garbage that I really don't need to know about. But for a book that's only 114 pages, she gets straight to the point and delivers some fantastic value, and I really want to highlight it. So the book is full of not only fantastic go-to-market strategies, but also wonderful templates, and even things such as when you do your customer research, questions that you should ask. These are very important pieces when it comes to product marketing. And more importantly, to be a great marketer, you have to know this very well. There's not a lot of books that summarize it nicely to actionable steps that you can immediately implement. Yasmeen does a fantastic job doing this. So one thing I do want to go over is one of the documents that she highlights in her book, and I really like the way that she actually presents it, which is the positioning document. Every company needs a document like this so you understand what your brand stands for, what your product is poised to do, and more importantly, what's the strategy when you go to market, and are you building a high enough barrier between your customers in market and your competitors? So just going to this positioning document that she has a template for in here, real quickly. Number one, you start with your position statement, which is the what. What is it that you do? From there, you go to your purpose. This is your why. And again, she mentions it here in the book that this is one thing that we all familiar with, Simon Sinek's famous TED Talk of, start with why. So why is the one thing that will, everything in your company should map back to. Your mission statement, which again, a lot of people confuse mission statements with purpose. Purpose is more visionary. It's the why. It's the overarching theme of what are we trying to do? How are we trying to transform the lives of the people we look to serve? The mission statement is the how. It's more of an objective thing, right? So if you're looking to transform a market, how are you going to do that? By providing this solution that helps you go from A to B. Okay. Your boilerplate. Your boilerplate is very simple. It's just who you are. It's a thing that you put that's about 3 to 5 sentences at the bottom of a press release. It tells you what the company is, maybe how many employees you are, where you're located. It's very basic. From here you get your tagline. Your tagline is really your rallying cry. You don't really have to have one, but you have to have a few. What word are you looking to own in the mind of your prospects? And this is where I'm going to mind loom in a classic book by Al Ries called Positioning. This is really what made Al Ries famous back in the 70s or 80s. And for positioning, it's not only owning a word in the mind of the prospect, but it's what do you stand for when positioned against your competitors. If they're fast, you're slow. If they're cheap, you're expensive. You need to understand that and figure those positioning statements out. And a tagline will sort of wrap that all together. Your target market. Who are you making this for? If you're a medical device company, of course you want to have, say, all surgeons, let's say, use your product. You can't start out with everyone. You either become a meaningful specific for someone or a wandering generality for everybody. And when you're a wandering generality for everybody, nobody really buys your product because it's meant for no one. So really be specific on defining who your target market is. Then your main challenges. And this is the part where you have to be very objective. Not only with yourself and with your company, but this is where Yasmeen's other template on customer research and market feedback is very helpful. Ask the hard questions. What are our main challenges? What do the competitors do that's better than us? What are the main challenges of the market? Is our product too new? Is it too expensive? You have to be very clear about that and narrow it down to about 3 to 5 things so you can be very specific. You don't want to end up with a huge laundry list of items. Figure out what are the big things that if you get those addressed, whether it's in your sales pitch or in future products, that can help you win the market. Unique benefits. When it comes to unique benefits, it's not the features. People don't buy features. For example, if you have a product that has artificial intelligence in it, yeah, AI is a great thing. That's not the benefit. People aren't buying your product because of AI. We don't use GPS because it has AI in it. We use it because of the effect that it delivers. So figure out what the unique benefits are and the effect that they are going to give to the customer that you're trying to sell to. And lastly, how does it work? And very simply put, as you'll see in the book, it's not a 10, 15 step thing of how it actually works. You need to be able to sum it up how your product works in about 2 or 3 sentences, maybe even less. Simplicity really is the ultimate form of sophistication. So there you have it, Product Marketing Debunked. Again, I said I would never find a book in marketing that's published in the last few years that I actually really like, but I have to admit this was incredibly well done. Any marketer that's out there, I do recommend you buying this book. If you're a director or VP, buy this for your team. Trust me, it'll be well worth it. At the very least, if, as I grow my team here at Potrero, the first thing that I'm going to have them do is, aside from read this book, is go and recreate these templates for themselves as well. So check out the book. Make sure to leave a review for her, and I'll see you next week. Done. One shot. Eat it.